My name is Morgan McAllister, and this documentary is going to talk about Russia's economy and how it's going to change with the ever-growing concern of global warming and the melting of the polar ice caps. The only way Russia holds on to being one of the world's biggest and influential countries is by keeping their economy afloat, and they've been having trouble doing that lately. The Arctic is a gold mine for Russia because the Arctic holds an estimated 13% or 90 billion barrels of the world's undiscovered conventional oil resources. Russia highly depends on its oil and gas. Oil and gas has been 50% of Russia's budget revenue for the past decade, and without that revenue, Russia's already fragile economy would decline greatly. Every time the country has seen declines in energy prices, the economy goes into unbearable recessions. This is really hard for the country to get out of. U.S. oil drilling has great negative effects for Russia because that's what keeps the fossil fuel prices down on the global scale. Russia benefits the most from the U.S. ignoring global warming and environmental issues under its current administration. Most of Russia is covered in the tundra and permafrost. This makes the land unusable for farming and agriculture, putting Russia in a hard place to find resources. As the polar ice caps keep melting, this allows Russia access to places they once couldn't. This allows them to drill for far more oil and make the land a little bit more usable. Global warming could add up to 1.15 million square miles to Russia's usable land, while in contrast, global warming usually shrinks a country's usable land. A bigger and possibly more permanent problem Russia faces is the global movement towards solar energy and away from the burning of fossil fuels. As technology advances, the availability for social energy does as well, and when solar energy starts to replace oil and gas, Russia's economy will see a dramatic decline. Not only does global warming show great benefits for the oil and gas drilling, but it also shows huge advances in the navigational channels that are right now unavailable due to the ice near the Arctic. Russia can only use some of its ports in the summer when it is warm enough that the boats can navigate the channels without getting stuck in the ice. There are also some downfalls of a declining environment to Russia. They run the risk of overflooding and having to rebuild the buildings elsewhere. But it seems that there are way more benefits to global warming for Russia than downsides. This is a possible explanation of why Putin has downplayed the seriousness of global warming and its negative effects on the globe.